Yo, picture this, 2002, Salt Lake City Olympics. A 20-year-old Canadian kid named Ryan Wedding is blasting down the parallel giant slalom course, carving gates like he owns the mountain. Crowd roaring, Canadian flags everywhere. Sponsors are already sliding into the D-Miz. The world's screaming next big thing. Fast forward 23 years. That same dude is on the FBI's top 10 most wanted, hiding in a Sinaloa cartel fortress with a $15 million bounty on his head. They say he's moving 60 tons of cocaine a year, ordering hits on witnesses like it's a Tuesday chore, and living like a ghost who used to be an Olympian. They call him El Jeff Giant, Canada's Pablo Escobar. Today we're breaking down exactly how a kid who represented his country at the Olympics ended up running one of the deadliest drug pipelines in North America. If you're into wild rise and fall stories, smash like, hit subscribe, turn on the bell, and let's dive in. This one's insane. Act 1. The Golden Boy Ryan James Wedding, born September 14, 1981, Thunder Bay, Ontario, winter royalty family. Mom's side literally owned Mount Baldy Ski Resort. Uncle coached Canada's women's alpine ski team. Dad was an engineer and ex-racer who moved the whole family to Coquitlam, BC, just so Ryan could live on the mountain. By his mid-teens, he's a snowboarding prodigy, wins his first race ever, stacks medals at Junior Worlds, drops out of college because why study when you can fly. 2000 hits, Salt Lake City Olympics. 20 years old, Team Canada, men's parallel giant slalom. He qualifies, battles the best on the planet, finishes 24th, no medal. But the spotlight is blinding. Interviews, photo shoots, the whole country's watching. His parents are dropping 40 grand a year on travel and training. This kid is living the dream. But here's the thing nobody talks about. After the Olympics, the dream starts to crack. Sponsors cool off. No instant stardom. The grind sets in. And that's when Ryan starts looking for a new way to pay the bills. Act 2. The first slide mid-2000s, Vancouver real estate is popping. Ryan's flipping condos, making money. But he needs serious cash fast. Enter British Columbia's Green Gold Rush. September 22, 2006. RCMP raids a place called 18 Carat Farms in Maple Ridge. Sounds cute, right? Inside, a hidden warehouse with 6,800 marijuana plants. $10 million worth of product, a shotgun, ammo. Ryan's name is on the search warrant. But he's nowhere to be found. No charges stick. He walks. 2008. He tries to level up. Drives to San Diego to buy 24 kilos of cocaine from a supplier, who turns out to be an undercover fed. He gets convicted of conspiracy. Does 4 years in U.S. federal prison. Comes out in 2011 a different man. Weed's small time now. He wants the white stuff. He disappears to Mexico, links up with the Sinaloa cartel, and starts climbing. Act 3. The cartel empire and the bodies. By the mid-2010s, U.S. and Canadian authorities say Ryan Wedding is one of the biggest cocaine brokers in North America. 60 metric tons a year. That's enough to keep the entire continent lit for months. He's running semis full of produce across the border with hidden compartments, using encrypted apps, laundering hundreds of millions through shell companies and dirty lawyers. But empires built on poison don't stay clean. 2023, Jagder and Harbhajan Sidhu, a married couple in Ontario, gunned down over a drug debt. May 2024, Mohammed Zafar, 39 years old, executed in Niagara Falls. January 31, 2025, Medellin, Colombia, a restaurant at lunchtime. 5 bullets. The target, Jonathan Acevedo Garcia, Ryan's own former insider who flipped to the FBI in 2024 and started talking. Ryan allegedly put a multi-million-dollar bounty on him and got it done. Feds say Ryan was using a flashy Toronto lawyer, Deepak Paradkar, to get info on witnesses and rivals, then feeding that intel to hitmen. The lawyer is now charged with murder for hire too. 3 confirmed bodies, 1 attempted hit, dozens more whispered across the continent. All tied back to a guy who once wore the maple leaf at the Olympics. Act 4. The $15 million manhunt. October 2024. Operation Giant Slalom, 16 people indicted. Ryan Wedding is the main target. FBI Director Kash Patel calls him a modern-day Pablo Escobar poisoning our children. Attorney General Pam Bondi says no one, not even a former Olympian, is above the law. Reward starts at $10 million, jumps to $15 million in November 2025. The biggest non-terrorist bounty in U.S. history. His second-in-command gets grabbed in Mexico. Money launderers, couriers, even the lawyer. Everyone's falling. Treasury sanctions slam his bank accounts. Last confirmed sighting, January 2024, Mexico City cafe with 2 other Canadians. One ends up in prison, the other ends up dead. FBI had eyes on Ryan that day and let him walk for operational reasons. Right now, at 44 years old, he's believed to be deep in Sinaloa territory, plastic surgery rumors, fortified villas, Sicario protection. But the net is closing. One mistake and it's over. So how does an Olympic snowboarder end up here? Post-Olympic crash? Endless greed? We won't know until they drag him out in cuffs. One thing is crystal clear. Ambition without guardrails can turn a hero into a monster faster than you think. If this story blew your mind, destroy that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment. Do you think they catch Ryan Wedding in 2026, or does he vanish forever? And what's the wildest fall from grace story you want next? Appreciate every single one of you. Stay safe, stay frosty, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.